What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? We are back with another video, and we are here with my brother, my guy, Black Panther Terence Balelo. How you doing, my bro?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm good,
Oh my
brother.
God, it's so good to finally have you back on the channel. You know what I mean? I know we've planned quite a few things, uh, but timing issues didn't let it happen. But today you're here, and I'm so excited to have you on. How is everything going with you, man?
I'm happy to be back on your show, Ola. It's always a pleasure being on your show, man. The love I've been getting from you since day one has been amazing. I appreciate you.
No, man,
And
no,
yeah,
man, no, man. You you
love
you're
to get.
you're you're a real one, man. I mean, some of our interactions, the conversations we have, everything that whenever I speak to you, I always feel like everything comes from a genuine place, and you're a hardworking guy, and and you put 100% into everything you do. We follow you on your Insta. We see your stories. We see your journey. We see the things that that you've been able to overcome in terms of your career, and the trajectory that your career is heading, and is only going to one place. It's heading to the top, and we intend to be right there with you on that journey, and we're going to be pushing you as much as we can. We're going to be putting you out there, putting your voice out to the people to listen to as much as we can. So let's go back. I want to cast your mind back to the last time that we spoke, and just just taking a look back at some of the fights that you've been involved in, right? The last one that you had was with Martin Gcinumkhondo. I don't want to kill his name, but Martin, let's call him Martin, right? Um, you had a fantastic fight with him, first round submission. But take me back to your preparation for that fight, and because we've not really spoken since that fight happened. Um, what was your whole preparation going into that fight, stepping into that fight with that guy, and ultimately, executing the way you did, because it was flawless, the way you executed that fight.
Yeah. So after September, I made my debut in September, and I told my coach immediately after the fight, tell Graham, I want to get back in here as soon as possible. So the plan was to get in November,
Right.
and two, I don't know, two fighters didn't want to fight. So I was like, okay, fine, get me on the December card then. So they
Mm,
said they're gonna get me on the December card. They brought out my name, Martin's name came up, and I was like, okay, listen, this guy's a bantamweight.
mm,
Is he gonna make fly? Is it guaranteed that he's gonna come down to flyweight and make it?
mm,
And Graham told his coaches said that he's gonna make the weight and he's willing to come down. And I was like, okay, that's on him. That's on him coming down. That's a big step for him to come down.
mm-hmm,
Um, so I took the fight. I told myself, for me to be the best and for me to go out there and show everyone and real people, the real ones that believe in me, to show them that I'm the best, is to take this risk. A lot of these guys in the division don't want to take this risk, so I took the risk and I fought Martin.
mm,
Training camp was amazing. I didn't work. We worked a lot, man. Overall, we worked a lot on the wrestling. We worked a lot on our striking, just mixing things up, making it a full MMA fights, just to show that I'm not just a striker. I'm not just a guy that goes there and striking knock people out. I can submit people as well.
mm,
Training went well, and just 2 weeks before the fight, wrestling practice, I, I tore my MCL, and that also is kind
crazy.
of we went to
Mm,
the physio though. The physio told us it's great MCL tear, but it could get worse. It could
mm,
get worse if he kicks me against the leg or
yeah.
something happens. I twist my knee again. So
Mm-hmm,
2 weeks preparing for Martin, I did a lot of rehab. I did a lot of physio therapy, went to my physio, did a lot of that exercises to strengthen the knee, and I went out there with the mindset of I don't care what happens. I just want to fight the EFC 100 because it was a big event, historic, exciting event, and I just go out there and put up a show and go out and perform and get my name out there. And even though he kicked my knee, but I was just like, I'm gonna take these blows. I don't care what happens. If I tore my MC more, if it goes on to an ACL tear, I don't care. I just wanted to go out there and fight. Without the fight, I'm lost. You know, to be honest with you, I don't know. After every fight, I sit in a hotel and I'm like, now I'm lost. I want to fight. I want to fight.
I want to fight again.
So after that fight, I was lost and I was like, okay, I want to get big in this as soon as possible. But obviously, I had to do the rehab with my knee and sort the knee out. But going back to the fight, the whole build that was amazing, man. I just felt nice the whole week. I felt good, even though the knee, but I just blocked it out. I felt amazing, and I told myself, hey, just go out and perform and do you and be you and rise to the occasion. And I did it, and I went and I stopped Martin. He's a nice dude, though.
Oh yeah, I mean your face off with him was very intense, and you challenged him a lot, trying to get in his head to make weight because you knew how difficult it was going to be for him, and you know if he's generally a bigger guy coming down to your weight class, you know making weight was going to be very difficult for him, and maybe that will sap out some of the energy some of the power that is going to be bringing down to the flyweight. Was that part of the plan?
That was part of the whole game plan. The thing is this, I don't plan this stuff out. It just happens. Ola. I'm all about using the mental part of the fight game as well. You know.
Yeah.
In order to beat your opponent, you got to be there mentally also. So I'm doing all the stuff. I'm learning from guys like Connor. I'm learning from guys like Gibson, guys like Ali. So I'm leading all these guys. I'm starting all
guys
these guys
like Johnny Bones. I see you watching his thing the other day, and I said, what did I say to you on your comment list? I said this is a great guy to learn from. I saw you just had this thing and you was there learning, focusing on what was going on, and you know, like you said, you're still learning. You're in a great way, and learning from the best, especially from your coaches that's been with you from day one in 2019 when you made this journey. People forget how young you are in this sport. To be fighting at the level that you're fighting at is crazy. To be doing that at just 22 years old, it's incredible. I can't praise you enough. Let's go back a little bit and take a look back at how your entry into MMA, because taking short notice fights and I know you've had a few of those, you know, taking short notice fights. What's the difference in that mentality, in the psyche of taking short notice fights? Because you clearly don't have a full camp, or you don't have a camp at all in some cases, and you just go straight into the fight. How does that differentiate from taking a short notice fight to as opposed to having a full camp in a fight?
So for me, taking the short notice fight out, it basically would just be like I'm always trained. So outside of my fight things, I'm always with my strength and conditioning coach. I'm always putting in the work with him to stay in shape. So whether the opportunity comes, I'll take it with both hands.
Yeah.
But taking a short notice fight, sometimes it's more of that. It doesn't give you a lot of stress, you know, because taking a fight, a full camp fight, there's a lot of stress going through it. Because you constantly think about the fight, preparing for the fight, studying the opponent. Short notice fights, you just take it and just go in. You know you. So if you believe in yourself and you trust in your coaches and your team, and you truly yourself deep down that you can, and you will, and you are the best, take the short notice fights and go out and perform. And look what short notice fights do, man. There's a lot of guys that took short notice fights and became world champions
Yeah,
and big
yeah,
opportunities. So I'm all about taking that risk. Ola. I'm a risk
yeah.
taker. Oh, so short notice fights doesn't matter. If Dana White calls me now and asks me to in 2 weeks time or 1 week's time, I'm taking it.
You're
I'm
ready.
taking it.
Yeah, man. And I love that mentality. It's incredible, from somebody of your background, your heritage, and having that mindset, because that's the elite mindset. You want to be the best, and short notice call out or short notice fight or short notice offers. It's not going to stand in your way. You're always going to take that chance. I know you're very, very family orientated. I speak to you a lot in private, and the amount of times that you speak to me about your grandparents, your grandma, your granddad, and the influence that they have in your life, bringing you up, and going supporting you with this career that you're on, even though they might not like it because they always feel worried for you, and that's only normal. Any parent, any grandparent is gonna feel like that. But they're supporting you in the journey that you're in right now. Can you tell the people, you know uh, the influence that they've had on you, what they've done for you in terms of, I want to give your family some shine here. So please tell us about your upbringing in general.
Yo, so I grew up in a farm. I grew up on a farm. I grew up with my grandparents. My mom was mostly working in the township,
Mm,
so she was basically working in the township to make money so she can send it home for us.
yeah.
And growing up on a farm,
Mm,
sorry, it's super nice, man. It
mm,
was living. It was like living in paradise, Ola.
mm,
Honestly,
mm, yeah.
a lot of freedom you had on the farm. Farm life is the best. But growing up with my grandparents, it is amazing. It was amazing. It's always amazing. Just
Mm,
seeing what they went for me, for my sister, for all my cousins.
mm-hmm,
Just give us all a great life, and just to show us that it doesn't matter where you come from. That anything and everything that you want to achieve is possible
yep.
if you faith, if you trust in yourself, believe in yourself, and
Mm,
if you pray. So just growing up with them is amazing. My grandma is one of my biggest supporters. I love
mm,
her to bits. I
mm,
love her to bits. I don't know. I'm a granny's boy.
yeah.
Sometimes it's some sometimes he spoiled me too much. Even till now, and I'm like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. I'm 22 years old. Come on, don't be spoiling me so much. But it's amazing.
Oh man,
No,
that.
I want to do a lot for Ola. I wanna give back for before she's gone. So
Yeah,
I
man.
wanna I wanna do a lot of things for her. I wanna do a lot of things for my grandpa as well. He's
Yeah.
also been a big in my life.
Mm,
Grew up with my father, so I wanna do a lot. I wanna do a lot for them. My mom as well. My mom is also an amazing person. She's even though she haven't been, but she's always been in my heart, man. She's always been
yeah,
there in
man.
my heart. I love her to bits, man.
Fantastic, fantastic, and it's so good to, you know, because it's all well and good talking about this sort of stuff when you've eventually made it, and but like when you're on the come up, the way you're on the come up right now, appreciating what family and having good people around you, it goes a long way in having a successful career. It's the bedrock of the and a good foundation, to keep you grounded as you elevate in your career. So thank you for opening up about that's really, really important, and it gets people to see the sort of person that you are, outside of the cage, as well as when you turn it on and you go into beast mode when you when you're in the cage. Let's shift gears a little bit, and go to some of the stuff that's been happening in and around the MMA scene. um we had EFC EFC 101 the other day. Um, it was a crazy, crazy card. We had Nicholas Wende, defending his title in a fantastic fashion. We had the strawweight title fight with Ardelean versus Jess Mouneimne. Salute to Jess, GI Jess. She's a friend of the show, as you know. Um, just give us a brief overview of what you thought about the card, and we know you would have loved to compete on that card as well, because you were supposed to be on the card with Jess and Luke Michael for EFC 19 EFC 99. You were supposed to be on the card with them, but for some reason a lot of things didn't happen for that card, and here we are. So let me know what you thought of EFC 101, and if you was just itching yourself like I could have been on that card.
Of course, I was itching all up. Even after the fight, I called out the French dude. I called out the French dude. I told Graham and Cairo, get me on the card, match.
Yeah.
I want to fight the French dude. It didn't happen, but it is what it is. But EFC 101 turned out to be an awesome event. And it was amazing to see up and coming guys just put it all out there, man. There was a lot of finishes, and it was super excited, man. And just the main card was amazing, from the prelim up to the whole main event was amazing. Nick went there. He went out there and just did his thing, man. I knew he was gonna win. I knew he was gonna win. I was like, okay, they're putting the beer in. I was like, okay, he's a tough dude, but much respect to him. He's OG in the game, but Nicholas is young, he's hungry, and he went out there. Man, he's a showman. He's a showman. He shows up, and for a main event, going into that, it was tricky for me because I thought Jess is gonna win that one because cardio wise, man. Because I said if Ellis tires herself out too much, showing that heavy, the second, the third, the fourth, then they just so they stopped the fight because of the cut, and I was like, okay, it's a bummer, but I truly believe she's going to be back than ever, more motivated, because going in there and with only 2 fights or 3 fights fighting a main event, that says a lot, man. That says a lot. It gives you a lot of experience. Ellis showed up and she got the job done, but nothing but respect to both ladies, and nothing but respect for everyone in the card. The EFC is amazing what they're doing, man. They're putting up great fights, great matchups, and I'm super chilled and I'm super honored to be one of the fighters, man. And I was in the card.
Yeah, man. It was an awesome card. I love the card. The card was really, really good. Some real quality fights, some quality finishes. I mean, the South African scene is massive. I mean, and I'm doing at least my part to bring some of that to the UK audience, to bring some of that to the UK viewers, people that love MMA over here, to really see, shine a light on the South African scene and show people, what people are really doing over there. Because it's all well and good for the guys that are really left that scene and gone on to start doing big things with the UFC, but they came from somewhere. There's people that educated them, that taught them, that brought them up to the standard where they can go and fight in the UFC. So we'll need to shine a light on where they came from and the source of how they've turned out to be how they are. And let's look at on March 4, Johnny Bones card, who is one of your idols that you really fuck with, along with Conor McGregor. People that don't know you, people that go and follow what some of your interviews, some of the the things that you've said about these guys, they know that you really look up to people like McGregor and John Jones, career wise. But when you look at the people that's come out of South Africa on that card, and I'm talking about Cameron Simon, MSP, I'm talking about Dricus du Plessis, how does it make you feel and proud that these guys are flying the South African flag on the international stage out there for the world to see? And how does that make you want to be part of, something like that?
It's amazing. It's amazing to see, man, because I watched Rika's fight. I watched Cameron's fight, and just seeing Cameron in the cage getting announced by Bruce Buffer, and I was literally getting goosebumps, telling myself, I'm gonna be there. Now, if someone can do it, I can. Well, I'm super. I'm coming. This is coming from a honest place.
Yeah,
I'm super proud of what Simon is doing, Rodriguez is doing. Not just they're paving the way, man. They're paving the way for us. The young up and coming guys. They're showing us all that there is hope. You can get it done. If we can do it, you guys can.
Yeah,
and stick true to the grind. And I talked with my coach last night about it, and we truly want to be there also one day. And I told him I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there aside those guys, aside Simon, aside Rodriguez, and lift the flag, aside the flag by, and pave the way for the guys. So what they're doing is amazing. Nothing but the respect for them, and wishing them well for the future, man.
Yeah, man.
I truly going up to that, climbing the ranks high, and I see Rodriguez fight for a belt also this year probably. He might fight for the belt.
It's possible. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Nice.
I mean, there's nothing to say. I mean, for me, in the next maybe 2-3 fights, before the end of this year, there's nothing to say you couldn't get in and put in, for something like Dana White's Contender Series, maybe going on the Ultimate Fighter as a chance to really get yourself a contract, in the UFC. Everything is possible if you set your mind to it. And I truly believe in you that, you've got the capabilities, you've got the attitude, you've got the mentality, you've got the skill set to really make all that happen. In my eyes, you just need a break. You know what I mean? And I know once that break falls on your lap, on your hands, you're gonna run with it and grab it with both hands. I have no doubt about that. I truly believe that will happen for you. Before we let you go, because I'm very, very conscious of the time, and I know how busy you are, with a lot of the stuff that you're doing. Tell us about what you got coming up, what you're involved in, and what we can expect from you, in 2023 in general, what we can expect for you, what you got coming up.
Yeah, so I've got the fight coming up now, EFC 1-3. Gonna be in 8 weeks' time. So I got 8 weeks. 8 weeks and a few days to prepare. But I've been in fight camp. I've been in fight camp since February. Because I had other opportunities that came to me, but that didn't happen. So I was the EFC one again. So I gotta stay focused on this one. I'm fighting a tough dude, though, tough kid. He's 2-0. Scrappy guy, raw, but I'm gonna go out there in EFC 1-3, and I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna put this guy away. Nothing about respect, underestimating him or overlooking him, but I just feel like this is my time, and I'm gonna stop this dude. And besides that, a lot of big things coming up also. So we're looking to get some sponsors on board as well for this upcoming fight, but not just for the fight, but long-term wise sponsors. I got a sponsor who came up for me, a rubber bed guest house. It's been the owners of the guest house. Actually, they're from Suriname, where I'm from. So they came on board, and they're willing to sponsor me for the year out. So we still in talks with them. Super grateful for that. And what you guys can expect from me this year is just I'm on 4 fights for this year. I wrote it down last year, December. I said after the 4 fights, I want to fight for the belt, and I want to win the belt in the UFC, and and then when I get my UFC Dana White Contender Series opportunity and go out and get that contract. So
yeah, man, fantastic.
I'm praying it happens. I'm praying it happens.
It's gonna happen, man. You just gotta have faith. You gotta believe it's gonna happen.
That's I see that stuff. So you guys can expect fireworks from me, man. Expect fireworks. EFC 103 is gonna be the first one for you. I'm gonna put up a show. I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna show out again for you guys.
Fantastic. Look, we want nothing but the best for you. We're always rooting for you. And you know, we love what you do. We love the way you carry yourself. We love the way that you apply your skills in the cage. And long may it continue. And yeah, you've got your fight shirt on. We can see it right there. Proper fight shirt right there. And yeah, man, I love your fight shirt, man. You know what I mean? Where can people get one of these? You know what I mean? We should be rocking one of these on your fight day over here in the UK, man.
I told my coach we got this one done for my first fight.
Right.
So I told my coach, let's get more done. Let's get more done, and we can start a business like this. We can.
Yeah, man. Let's merch that up, man. You know what I mean? Put some march on that, man.
Want to support us. So I'm gonna talk with my coach again. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna discuss this, and yeah. And once we come to the decision and can get this search out there and send it to you guys to the UK, man. And I love your shirt as well.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much, man. Yeah, man. I mean, we're trying to get out there, and you know where you can find one of these is on www.thefightweekshow.com. All our merches is on there. The hat, the tops. You know, we got jumpers. Everything is on there. You just gotta go on our website, on the fightweekshow.com website. You're gonna find it all there, man. But look, you've always been fantastic with us. You've been very, very generous with your time, and I really, really appreciate it. You're a special guy, and we want to wish you all the best from the Fight Week Show. Can you tell us, before we let you go, the people that you want to thank, your coaches, your gym, the sponsors that you have, family members, please, you have the floor.
Yeah, so I just want to give a big shout out to my team, my coaches, Aidan Abrams, Ifan Gould, Strength and Conditioning, my training partner, Heinrich Brian Jacobs. He goes as the Butcher 61 kg on Instagram. Go check him out. He's done pro this year as well. And my boy Faiz Jacobs, the troublemaker. So a big shout out. And another big shout out to my sponsors, Riverbed Guest House, my boy BBG, Joe from the Blessed by God, and my physio therapist, Fazlan, my massage therapist, Hajida, Acupose Massage Therapy. And yeah, everyone in the journey in the Fight Week Show as well. Big shout out to you guys.
Thank you, sir.
And my family back home, grandma, grandpa, mom, sister, cousins, brothers. I love you guys. Yeah, thank you so much for this. I'm gonna get this. I'm done. We're gonna go places. We're gonna go places for sure.
Yeah, big shout out to everyone. And we're going to be right there with you, man. We're going to be right there with you. Anyways, we've come to the end of the show. People, if you haven't followed Black Panther on Insta, on all his socials, go and do that right now. We're going to have everything in our descriptions below. Go and follow him. Go and check out what he's doing. Go and support him. And all these fighters that put their bodies on the line for our entertainment purposes. The least we can do is support them. The least we can do is show them some love. And I encourage people to go on your page and check out what you're doing and support you on there. And up until the next video, people. Hasta la vista. We're out.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week Show. Please subscribe. Not now, but right now. Subscribe to the Fight Week Show. We'll see you guys on the road soon.